Quick question before we start. Have you ever caught yourself talking out loud in an empty room and then glanced around to make sure nobody heard you? If the answer is yes, I've got good news and slightly strange news. Most people think talking to yourself is a little weird, a red flag, something you'd grow out of if you had your life together. It's actually closer to the opposite. Talking to yourself has real cognitive upsides, and the people who do it the most tend to share a very specific set of traits, and most of them are traits everybody secretly wishes they had. There are 7. The first few you'll recognize right away, but somewhere around the 5th one, this video is going to take a turn, and after that, you're going to hear the first 4 completely differently. So stay with me, because the list isn't really the point. What it adds up to is, let's start. Trait number 1, you think out loud. Most people believe thinking and talking are 2 separate things. The thought comes first, finished, and complete, and then you say it. For you, it doesn't work that way. The talking is the thinking. You don't fully know what you believe about something until you've said it out loud, alone, in the car, like you're being interviewed about your own life. You narrate your way through the kitchen while you cook. You walk into a room, forget why you came in, and ask the room about it out loud. You read a text, answer it in your head, and then sometimes with your actual mouth to absolutely nobody. That's not a glitch. That's how your brain keeps its grip on the day. And here's the part that should make you feel good. There's real science on this. In one study, when people said the name of a familiar object out loud while looking for it, they found it faster than when they searched for the same thing in silence. Your own voice works like a second set of hands. So when you mutter, "Keys, keys, where are the keys?" you're not scattered. You're using a shortcut most people never figured out, which leads straight into trait number 2. Trait number 2, you're your own coach. Watch what you do when something gets hard. You're putting furniture together and you go, "Okay, slow down. This piece goes here." You're about to send a scary email and you whisper, "Just do it. Send it." You talk to yourself the way a good coach talks to a player who's rattled. Calm, clear, a little patient. Remember that voice, the calm one. We're coming back to it, and it's not going to feel the same when we do. Trait number 3 is quick, but you'll feel it instantly. Trait number 3, you catch your own mistakes by hearing them. You'll be working through something, you say the plan out loud, and right in the middle of the sentence you stop and go, "Wait, no, that's wrong." You didn't see the error. You heard it. On paper it looked fine. Out loud, the broken part announces itself. It happens with the important emails too. You read the whole thing back to yourself in a low mutter before you hit send, and somewhere in the 3rd line, your own voice trips on a word, and you go back and fix the exact thing your eyes had skimmed right over 10 times. Writers do this. Programmers do this. Your brain double-checks itself through your own ears, and most people have no idea that's even a thing you can do. Now, trait 4 is the funny one, and you already know where this is going. Trait number 4, you rehearse conversations that haven't happened yet. The thing you're going to say to your boss, the way you'll finally explain yourself to a friend who hurt you. You stand in the shower and you deliver it, and your timing is perfect, and the other person says exactly what you scripted them to say, and you win. Every single time. Undefeated in the shower. It happens in the car too. You're at a red light running both sides of a conversation, your voice and theirs, your hands a little tense on the wheel, and then the light turns green and you snap out of it and hope the driver next to you wasn't watching your mouth move. Be honest. You've had entire arguments with people who weren't in the room, and you won all of them. Hold on to that, because that one comes back too. Okay, trait number 5, and this is where the video turns. Trait number 5, you're genuinely good company to yourself. Most people cannot stand silence. The second the TV goes off, they grab their phone or noise or another person because being alone with their own thoughts feels unbearable. Not you. You can spend an entire Saturday by yourself and not feel lonely because you were having a pretty decent conversation the whole time. The voice in the room was yours, and that was enough. Picture a normal night. The dishes are done, the lights are low, and you're drifting around your place, half talking to yourself. Where did I put the charger? Okay, one more episode, then bed. Reminding yourself to drink some water. To anyone watching it would look a little odd. To you it feels like company, because it is. And now stop for a second, because here's the thing nobody tells you. That voice. The calm one from trait 2, the patient one, the one that coaches you through the hard moments, the kind one you keep yourself company with. Have you ever noticed that it only shows up when you're alone? The second another person walks into the room, it's gone. You get tighter, quieter, more careful. The warm, honest, easy version of you packs up and leaves, which means the kindest, calmest, most patient version of you is the one no other human being has ever actually met. Sit with that one. Because everything you just heard, the coach, the good company, the honesty with yourself, all of it has been describing a person who only exists behind a closed door. Now, the last two traits hit differently. Trait number 6, you have a loud inner world. So much is happening in your head that some of it leaks out. The side comments, the, oh, interesting, the running commentary nobody else gets to hear. You react out loud to a headline. You answer a question on TV before the contestant does. You catch yourself laughing at a thought that started and finished entirely inside your own mind. Your imagination didn't get quieter as you got older. It just learned to whisper. And here's the quiet part. All that richness, all that noise, the jokes, the observations, the little bursts of wonder, you mostly perform it for an audience of one, yourself. Trait number 7, when you're alone, you tell yourself the truth. This is the big one. In an empty room, out loud, you'll admit things you would never say to another living person. I think I made a mistake. I'm jealous of him, and I hate it. I'm not okay this week. You say it to the ceiling because the ceiling won't make it a thing. The one person on earth you are completely, brutally honest with is you. And remember those conversations you won in the shower? Here's the second uncomfortable part. The reason you rehearse them so perfectly is that some part of you already knows you're never going to have them for real. You're not preparing for the conversation. You're replacing it. You got the relief of saying it without ever taking the risk of being heard. So no, talking to yourself isn't a sign something's wrong with you. The opposite. You think clearly. You coach yourself well. You can sit in your own company. You tell yourself the truth. That's a rare and genuinely good list. But it all points at the same quiet thing. The best version of you, the calmest, kindest, most honest one, has spent years performing for an empty room. The conversations that mattered most, you had alone. The truest things you've ever said, you said to a ceiling. So tonight, the house will go quiet. The TV will click off, or the last message will sit there unanswered, and you'll be standing in the kitchen looking for something. And without thinking about it, you'll say it out loud again. Something small, maybe something honest, maybe something you've never told another person. And it'll probably be the kindest thing anyone says to you all day. And the only one there to hear it will be you.